Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Warning Track. My name is Chris Day, alongside my co-host Andrew Standish. Here we are for episode 2, and there is a lot of baseball news to discuss today. And we're going to talk about first the breaking news that came out this morning of Shohei Ohtani possibly needing Tommy John surgery.
Before we get into that, Chris, I just want to go on record in saying that I'm ecstatic that he didn't end up going to the Yankees, as it was heavily rumored before last offseason.
Well, I think at this point, every team that is not the Angels is ecstatic. They don't have Shohei Ohtani on their team right now.
Yeah, very true. He needs Tommy John. I mean, there was, I believe it was either the day before or the day after his introductory press conference where it came out that he had a micro tear of the UCL, I guess.
Yes, and I think that is now more of a partial tear instead of a micro tear. There's a tear there. ESPN's Pedro Gomez reported it early Monday morning. Now, the Angels, I don't believe, are ready to commit to Tommy John surgery yet.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Ohtani had a platelet shot, plasma-rich platelet shot in his elbow, and they're hoping that is going to work. You know, we'll see if that's something that works. It doesn't look likely.
Yeah, no.
It looks like Ohtani is going to need Tommy John.
And supposedly he's going to be out until 2020.
Yeah, if that's the case, he could be out for a year and a half, which is...
That's probably the standard amount of time.
Well, you'd think, but... I thought the standard amount of time was more like a year.
I mean, maybe they're going to take extra precaution because of the fact that he's such a valuable two-way player.
Is he going to be... Do you think he's going to be as valuable of a two-way player coming back from Tommy John, though?
I mean, if I'm the Angels... I really consider talking to him about either being a pitcher or a hitter.
Yeah, I think he's kind of one
at
or the
this
other
point in
back
time. It's
we're talking about a guy who could, he's got a mid-90s fastball, or maybe I think it's even a little higher than that. But when he plays the field, isn't he also an outfielder?
I believe so. Yeah, but I believe for the most part he was DHing.
He was DHing a lot, but
he was in the outfield. I think
if you have days in the outfield. If he's got to make a throw from, say, right field to home on a tag play, you're using his arm even more on days where he's not pitching.
Yeah.
This is when he comes back now also. But, you got a guy coming back from Tommy John, and you're going to have him overexerting his arm even more than a normal player would.
Well, I know that what they were doing is the way that he was lined up when he was healthy, they usually had him pitch on Sundays. And he would not play the day after. And then I think he would play 3 games until the day before his next start.
Yes.
He'd be off.
From what I understand, he didn't pitch the day before or the day after his starts.
Yeah. You mean hit. You said pitch.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. He would pitch, day off, play 2 games, day off before his next start. Yeah. And then he would, the cycle continues.
So, I mean, he would have enough time to heal any, I don't want to say nagging injuries, but, I don't know. I mean, this is the everyday baseball fan has not seen a two-way player.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, the last one, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, you're talking
100 years ago.
Yeah, almost. Really, almost. Yeah, just about
100 years ago. Wow, we're getting old.
Well, in my opinion, all baseball players, not pitchers, but if you're a Major League Baseball player, you should be able to play all 3 positions in the outfield. You should be able to play all 5 infield positions, what have you. Pitcher and catcher are a little different.
Yeah.
But if you're a Major League player, you should be able to play all of them. But getting off topic here, typically you look at the recovery time for Tommy John, and it's generally about a year.
Yeah.
We're talking June 2018 here, and we're talking 2020 he's not going to be ready until.
Yeah. Well, I think, let's say this time next year, because if he has the surgery, by this time next year, we'll be talking about he'll be ready soon.
You think, yeah. At least for some minor league rehab games or what have you.
If the Angels are in the race for the West next year, around, let's say, August, September, and he's good to go, I think he comes back.
I think he would probably come back, but as maybe as a hitter instead of a pitcher.
Yeah.
Don't throw him into a starting role if. Because then you're just risking his health again.
Yeah, no, and they don't want to do that.
But he's because he can hit. Most pitchers in the American League don't even take batting practice except for interleague games.
Yeah.
And Ohtani does, hits year
excels
round.
at it.
Yeah. So, it's interesting to see what will happen with Ohtani going forward. Let's see if he even actually gets Tommy John first. Maybe this platelet shot will work. Maybe they'll have him, even if they can keep him for the rest of the season,
Yeah.
have him get Tommy John once the season's over. He'll miss 2019 anyway.
Yeah.
If he's going to miss 2019 regardless, at least he can get the rest of the season out of him first.
Yeah.
He'll miss 2019 anyway, back in 2020 regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, they can at least stretch this out to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Get some worth out of him now, because, they're not far out of a playoff run right now. They're in the race.
They're in third, right?
I believe so,
yeah.
but they're, the games out aren't that much. So
Yeah.
I think they're some like 5 games out. So they're still very much in the race.
Yeah, I mean,
if you could have a hitter / pitcher in your lineup for the rest of the year at least.
Yeah.
These 4 months to go.
I mean, I in my personal opinion, I think they're just going to shut him down. He's too valuable of a commodity to risk.
Yeah,
and, I mean, it does suck because coming into the season, he was the storyline.
He was. All hype around him being a two-way player.
And even after his lackluster spring training, he comes out of the gate. I mean, I got his stats right here. 9 games, 4-1, 3.10 ERA, 49 and a third innings pitched, 61 Ks.
Yeah,
and his hitting stats. Let me get those up.
Yeah, his pitching stats were awful in spring training.
Oh, he was terrible. Right in 34 games, he's got 33 hits, so about a hit a game. Scored 17 runs, 6 homers, 20 RBIs, to a 289 average.
And you're thinking,
and his OPS 907.
You're talking about you said it was 287 or 297?
289 for his average.
289.
Yeah.
289 average, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. You're thinking, that's a pretty decent average player.
Yeah.
Throw in the fact that he pitches also.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting pitcher, and that's it's a huge loss to your team. I feel like the Angels are almost losing 2 players.
Yeah,
essentially.
If you really think about it.
You're losing a starting pitcher, and then I guess essentially a bench player.
You're losing a frontline starter.
You are, yeah.
I mean, those numbers, you take those numbers all day in the starting pitcher. And those numbers hitting, you take those.
Especially when they're coming as a bonus, essentially. Yeah. So, it's a big loss to the Angels. I think eventually you're going to be right. They're going to shut him down and forget, the rest of 2018 is gone.
Yeah.
At least minimum probably 2/3 of 2019 is gone.
Yeah,
as far as being on the big league roster.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens from there.
Yeah. Do you know who's going to benefit from this the most?
Who's going to benefit from this the most?
Either Miguel Andujar or Gleyber Torres, because now the Rookie of the Year is pretty much going to be one of them.
Yeah, it certainly looked like Ohtani was going to run away with that.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar are having exceptional rookie seasons, but I mean, Ohtani pitching and hitting, they would have given it to him.
There's no way you can take him.
You can't not give it to him.
No,
but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and he'll still get votes.
Oh, he will.
He'll get in the top 5, I bet.
Well, it's early in the season, so if they do end up shutting him down, I don't think he gets top 5 anymore.
I think he will. I think he'll get a good amount of votes still.
I mean,
because of how impressive he was.
Yeah, well, first place votes just went away.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, he'll get some votes. I mean, because Gary Sanchez got second place. He debuted in August, so.
I mean, but Gary Sanchez hit like 20 homers in 2 months.
I understand. I'm just saying. This
awesome.
guy, he debuted in August. Just Ohtani was there all year.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving forward, let's run down the league standings real quick. The Yankees have jumped into first place since last week.
Yes, they did.
The Red Sox are a half game behind, despite having 2 more wins. The rest of the division is, let's just face it, they're bad.
Yeah, no, the rest of the division is garbage.
The Blue Jays, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Baltimore Orioles, who are the worst team in baseball this year, they're currently sporting a .297 winning percentage.
Yeah, see, to put it in perspective, Ohtani was batting .289.
Yeah. Look, we're talking mid-June here. The Baltimore Orioles are 24 and a half games out of first place.
I will be surprised if they get 50 wins.
The way they're playing, they could set. Do you think they can get to 41 wins like the Detroit Tigers 03? Were they 41 and 119?
They had
like
a bad.
It was 43 and 119.
Yeah, that was oof.
Do we think the Orioles go worse?
I don't think the Orioles would be that bad. Well, let's see what they do with Machado, because Machado contributes to their wins.
And then you're taking a piece out of the lineup right there if you do that. Yeah.
I want to point out that the Yankees and the Orioles The Yankees 42-19. The Orioles 19-45.
Yep.
The only two teams in baseball whose win-loss record are still in the teens. Have a point. Yeah. Everyone else is either. Yeah. Even Chris. Even the Marlins.
Yes, the Miami Marlins, who had a fire sale in the offseason, are 3.5 games better than the Baltimore Orioles.
Yep. As I'm looking at this here, it looks like you know who's the second worst team in baseball, it looks like?
I believe it's the Kansas City Royals.
It's the Kansas City Royals.
That's actually a big surprise. I don't think they're supposed to be as bad as they are.
I mean, they lost Hosmer, they lost Kane.
I know, but I still don't think they were expected to have a...
Salvador Perez. Is Salvador Perez still out?
I believe so.
Yeah, because didn't he tear his ACL or something?
I'm not sure what the extent of his actual injury
he was carrying luggage and he fell or something.
That's one of those freak things.
Yeah.
So moving on to the Central, the Indians are in first, 5 ahead of Detroit, 5.5 ahead of Minnesota, 12 ahead of the White Sox, who just took 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox over the weekend at Fenway. So
Beautiful.
There's that. And the Royals are 13.5 out. I expect the Indians to win that division again.
Yeah, no, they're gonna.
But we'll keep that updated along the way.
Yeah.
Since last time, the Astros have come back to tie the Seattle Mariners in the West standings. They were 2 games back. They're now tied. Seattle ahead in winning percentage only. Angels are only 4.5 back. They're still 8 games above 500.
Yeah.
So let's see how much Ohtani's injury affects them.
Mm-hmm.
And even the Oakland Athletics are 7.5 back. But they're above 500.
Yeah, that's. I mean, hey, it happens. I mean, Sean Manaea has been a nice surprise over there.
True. Yes. I mean, obviously, hit the Red Sox earlier this year, but he's up, top of the lead with wins, ERA, et cetera.
Would you like me to do that?
If you'd like, and then just real quick, Texas is in last place. They're way out of it. They're below 400 winning percentage.
Yeah, no, they're.
And now over to the National League.
We've got the Nationals and the Braves tied for first place in the East. The Nationals have a better winning percentage by 0.2.
Yeah, that doesn't really mean a whole lot.
No, it doesn't.
It's actually 0.02.
We have 0.02. Excuse me. The Phillies are in third, and then Mets, who the Yankees took 2 of 3 from this weekend, are in fourth. And the Marlins, as we said before, are in last. They're 14 games back of the division. So
all things considered for the Marlins, though, with what they did in the offseason,
they could be the Orioles.
14 games back should be considered an accomplishment.
Yes, it should. On the Central, the Brewers are a half game above the Cubs. Then you got the Cardinals 3 back. I was about to call them the Steelers. Wow. The Pirates are 7 back, and the Reds are 16.5 games back.
I mean, there's no surprise they're really at the bottom of the division.
They're not good.
I'm surprised the Brewers are hanging on. I think the Cubs are going to win the division. I mean, if I had to guess.
I do like the Cubs better overall than the Brewers, but I think the Brewers will be there in the end.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this pretty similar last year where the Cubs were kind of just with everyone till about the halfway point and they kind of distanced themselves in the second half of the year?
Yeah.
Because it was pretty close last year, too, and they ended up, running away with their division.
Yeah.
And the Brewers were trying to fight for a wild card spot, which they eventually lost out on.
Yeah, they did. And in the West, you got the Diamondbacks too. The Diamondbacks are in first place. The Dodgers and the Giants are 2.5 games back. And the Rockies and Padres to round out the West. And the Rockies are 3.5 back, and the Padres are 5.5 back.
The Padres, I don't know really much about their team, some of the players they have. I know they have some good players out there. But they are a surprise, only 5.5 back at this point in the year.
I mean, the NL West is for some reason that's always the tightest division.
It is. I mean, there was one year where the Padres won the division, going 2 games over 500.
Yeah, wasn't that the year that they had the play-in game against the?
No,
never mind. That was a different year.
But that was a different.
That was 2007. I'm thinking.
Yeah, with the Rockies because they won all the way to the World Series.
Yeah, and got swept by you guys.
That was beautiful. I remember that.
Yeah. You not drop my phone.
But yeah. So they're running under the standings, but we'll see. There's some tight races out there.
Yeah.
But moving on, we get some MLB news. The Mets released Adrian Gonzalez after last night's game.
No surprise there. I mean, they got to get younger. I think they're.
Well,
if you look at their lineup, you put that lineup, you put the guys in that lineup, or just for most of their offense, by that matter, from 2011, that's an all-star team.
True, but the Mets got Gonzalez basically for minimum salary.
Yeah.
Because the Braves were taking on all of his contract with the deal they made with the Dodgers in the offseason.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it wasn't like they were paying him a lot of money.
Yeah. You know what I would have liked to have seen?
What?
Egon going back to L.A. after what happened last year. Remember?
I mean, I vaguely remember.
The Dodgers were in the World Series and he was in Spain with his family or something on vacation.
Yes.
Like there are guys like if you really think about
it, in the World Series.
There were guys.
I know he was hurt.
Yeah, I mean he was hurt, but like still like
not even in the country.
Yeah.
But anyway, Gonzalez will finish his Mets career with a 237 average, only 6 home runs. He wasn't really doing a whole lot over there. He's not a big part of their lineup.
I think Joey Bats gets the boot next.
You think so?
Yeah. He pinch hit the other night against us. And I remember texting you. I said, I forgot Joey Bats was on the Mets.
I forgot that as well.
Now.
But, the Mets, they their hot start they had, they've gone downhill so quickly.
Yeah, they have.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens with them.
Yeah. Chris, would you like the updated power rankings from Bleacher Report?
Sure, why not? Go ahead and
let me get it up. I just saw that I had I have Bleacher Report turned on for my tweets, so I'll have this in a moment. And here we go. We will start at the top. Would you like to know the number 1 spot, Chris?
Why don't you just tell everyone?
That would be the New York Yankees.
Oh, goody.
Number 2, care to take a guess?
I don't care.
The Seattle Mariners.
Wow.
Followed by the Houston Astros, the Boston Red Sox, and the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, I feel like there's no surprise.
Yeah,
all those teams are playing well.
Yeah, I mean, then you got the Angels, the Brewers, the Nationals, the Indians, and the Braves. That's the top 10.
Still, I mean, the Braves are still a surprise to me as we.
Oh no, they are.
Continue on. The Braves and the Phillies. They weren't. Neither one of those teams was supposed to be good.
I would go on record and say that the Phillies are the bigger surprise because the Braves have the talent.
I mean, I think everyone expected the Nationals to run away with the division.
Yeah. I mean, then what? Atlanta's
tied.
Yeah.
Phillies are only 3 back. And you're talking about the Phillies play the Nationals. They sweep them. You're tied.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other hand, if the Nationals sweep the Phillies, you're 6 back, and that's a different story. But let's look at the positive side here.
Yeah.
Moving on, Vlad Guerrero Jr.
We spoke about him last week and how there was talks that he was going to be getting promoted to AAA next month, or within the next month.
That doesn't look like it's going to be happening.
No,
he's now out for at least 4 weeks with a strained patellar tendon in his left knee. Injured the knee in a Double-A game for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, which is the Blue Jays Double-A team in the Eastern League.
I was what was I watching? Oh, I was listening to Michael Kay show, I believe. And they were talking about him, and it doesn't make sense for the Blue Jays to call him up yet, because let's be real, they're not catching the Yankees or the Red Sox this year. It's not happening.
No, and it would start his major league clock.
It would start his major league clock, and it doesn't make any sense. Well, wait till you can contend.
I mean, this might not help him anyway. He's out for at least 4 weeks. We're talking about the All-Star break before he's even coming back.
Yeah,
but you got to look at his numbers. He's batting .407 in Double-A, 11 homers, 55 RBIs in 53 games. I mean, there's no way he's not going to AAA soon.
Oh no, he'll definitely be in AAA this year. I don't think he makes the big league club this year.
I mean, let's see if he has any setbacks. We'd be talking about early August before he comes back.
Yeah.
So you'd have to at least, I think, coming back from that time off, at least a week or 2 in Double-A.
Yeah.
To see how you're still holding up, and then hit AAA before the end of the year. At least get some experience there.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? He could be a player who really doesn't even need AAA.
He very well could be, the way he's raking in Double-A.
Someone like Andrew Benintendi for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Skipped over AAA entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no issue.
Who did that for the Yankees recently?
I mean, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens with pitchers who will jump Double-A to the major leagues to take a spot start or something like that. I know it happened with Clay Buchholz back in the day. 07. So it does happen. I might be mistaken, but I think when Jonathan Papelbon made his major league debut in 2005, he came up as a starter, and he went from Double-A to the big leagues and then was sent back down. But you get the point.
Yeah.
But Vlad Guerrero Jr. is just son of a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah,
The numbers he's put up 407. I don't care what league you're in. 407.
He's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't think he gets called up this year. I don't even think he. I was thinking like maybe they'll do like what the Yankees did with Gleyber Torres, keep him up next year until like end of April. But like because you remember they did that. Who had that? Harper. They did that with. They did that with Chris Bryant.
The Cubs screwed Chris Bryant.
Yes, they did.
Because they didn't want his major league clock starts. They waited till game 9 to call him up.
Yeah, that's what the Yankees did this year. They waited until I think early May, end of April.
I mean, that's just not fair though to do that.
I mean,
yeah, but you're taking a whole year away from someone's career now.
Yeah.
That for someone like Chris Bryant, you're taking $20 million away from him doing
that.
I know he filed something with
grievancy
with the with Major League Baseball over that. I don't know if that was solved or not.
I have no idea.
But yeah, Vlad Guerrero, he will be a force with the Blue Jays. I think he makes the club out of camp next year.
For the reasons we just stated,
he makes the Blue Jays out of camp next year, unless they do the thing where they hold until game 9.
Yeah.
But it's also not fair to whoever would lose their spot in the team.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that they're on the team just so the Blue Jays can get that extra year out of Vlad Jr. So it's
imagine if you don't know, if they're like, they didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, it's like, congratulations, you made the ball club. And then a week and a half, oh, yeah, we're in the DFA. Vlad Jr.'s coming to take your spot.
Now, actually, you know what? You might be right, because isn't this year Donaldson's contract year?
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah, so they're going to need more power in that lineup.
Yeah, Donaldson, I mean, he's injured still, too. He's been out since May 28th.
Yeah, I remember the first, it was the weekend of, might have been the first series of the year. He looked awful. Other than like he could barely throw. He had a dead arm.
That also. I was actually at the game where Donaldson got hurt.
Yeah.
It was a Memorial Day game against the Red Sox. He slid to third base, I believe, and he straightened his calf that way. But yeah, he's been out. I think that contributes to the Blue Jays going downhill.
Yeah,
former MVP. So
yeah, that and losing. I mean, not really losing Joey Bats. He wasn't the Joey Bats we all come to fear, but
no, you lost him. You lost Encarnacion.
Yeah,
their pitching has not lived up to Aaron Sanchez, Marcus Stroman. They have not lived up to what they have done.
Yeah, no, they haven't. All right, Chris. Moving on. Do you want to hear the most Mets thing that's ever happened in the history of the Mets?
The most Mets thing that's ever happened. All right, yes. So let me hear it.
Okay. Aaron Laffey. Pitcher for the Mets. Pitched three innings.
3 innings.
For the Las Vegas 51s. Allowed 14 runs in those 3 innings. Immediately after the game, he retired. I kid you not.
Wait, okay.
Yes.
First of all...
Would you like his line score?
Sure, yeah. Let me hear the line score.
Where is it? Here we go. He started the game in 3 innings. He gave 15 hits, 14 runs, 12 were earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He gave up a home run to an ERA of 18. After the game, retired.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
They faced the New Orleans Baby Cakes.
Okay, first of all, the Baby Cakes is the greatest name for a team ever.
They are the minor league affiliate for... I'm trying to find it out here.
I feel like it's the Braves. I'm not sure.
That's
not really the point.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Why was this guy even in the game that long?
I do not know. He got taken out in the third, or for the fourth, by Kevin McGowan. Would you like to hear how the rest of the pitchers did that evening?
Sure.
Combined 5 hits, 2 runs, no earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts.
Okay, what's Aaron Laffey's name?
Yes, Aaron Laffey.
Okay, was this like his first start ever or something?
No, I believe he's pitched for a while.
How old is he?
Let me get his...
I just need to know why he was still even in the game. If you could see your pitcher doesn't have it, how is he still in the game that long?
This man is a 8-year veteran. Pitched for the Indians, the Mariners. He pitched for the Yankees.
Did he ever make the team, the major league teams?
Yes.
This guy had major league experience?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
He has not pitched in the majors since 2015.
Yeah, I wonder why. when he's putting up a stat line like that.
Yeah. Yep. He, well, let's just say he got his wig blown back.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah. He, since 2015, he was in the Nationals system, the Diamondbacks, and now the Mets. Has not pitched in a major league game since 2015.
Just, I'm trying to process how someone can even give up 15 runs in 3 innings, or 15 hits, 14 runs in 3 innings.
I don't know the story. I don't know what the bullpen situation was that night. If maybe the manager didn't want to
use the bullpen,
but that is...
It's 14 runs.
Yeah. That's
ridiculous.
Talk about killing your pitcher's confidence.
Yeah. If you're laughing on the mound in that game, you keep looking to the dugout like, when are you coming to get me?
Yeah.
End this.
Pretty much.
I don't have it tonight.
Yeah. He is, let me see. He's only 33.
You know what, though?
33 in April.
If I gave up 14 runs in a game, I'd probably retire too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet.
But, even still, that's...
Yeah, that's horrible.
That is a tough stat line to go off of.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, that's all we've got this week, so we're going to wrap it up here. Chris, is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners before we end the show?
Back next week's episode 3, we'll have definitely more on Ohtani, more on Vlad Jr., more standing updates. We will go over the All-Star game next week with what pitchers should be there, what players should be there. I believe the first ballot results will be outing. The first ballot results will be out at that point, I believe. So we'll go over that.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else that breaks in the next week, injuries, etc., all that good stuff.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
End of the Day Entertainment.
Look for us on SoundCloud.
End of the Day Entertainment. You can also, it's End of the Day ENT. You can find that on Facebook, SoundCloud, and YouTube.
You can follow me on Twitter at not Brett Gardner. All one word.
Unbelievable.
Hey, I got to do a little plug for myself here. I got to get my followers up.
Unbelievable. It is very fun Twitter account to follow, though, as he parodies Brett Gardner.
Not really parodies anymore. I just rant about the Yankees.
It is pretty humorous, though. I will give him that.
Yeah,
so
I'm funny.
Follow that. And that is all the time we have for this week. Thank you for listening.